Thank you very much, Kano. That was a very interesting speech. I'd now like to introduce our next speaker, Gautam.
Students, teachers, graduates, and adults, welcome. Today, I'll be talking about why learning how to learn is one of the most important skills that a human can have. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I will tell you why learning is one of the most important skills. You can do anything, for example. You could play basketball, you could sing, you could snowboard, or you could even ski if you wanted to. You could even code if you wanted to. Shout out Mr. BW. You can do anything. The sky is the limit for the things that you want to do in your life. For this TED Talk, I'll be telling you about 3 of my friends, John, Bon, and Juan, and things that they lacked and why they could not learn every single day. Let me start off by telling you about John. John was an elementary school kid. He was like many other kids. He wanted to go outside and play with his friends. Who cared if 1 plus 1 was 2? Or 2 plus 2 was 4, or 4 plus 4 was 8. Why did it matter? Why did any of it matter? Why am I going to school? Why am I here? Why are my teachers yelling at me when I'm not doing a certain assignment? Why? Why? Said John. There's one thing that John lacked. John lacked perception. He did not understand that fun is how you perceive it. Quality is not an act, it is something that you have to do. Pardon me. You cannot compete with someone who is having fun and wants to do it every single day and wants to learn. I cannot remember who said this quote exactly, so I searched it up on Google. No results found. I've created a quote. Learning how to learn is something that everyone should implement into their life. Why? They could do so much, but John had friends. He had friends that wanted to learn. They had fun learning. They became better every single day. Throughout the 21st century, there's this word called mendokusai. Yaritakunai. Students say, it's great. I don't want to do it because I don't feel like it. I'm not going to improve because I do not feel like it. I have no motivation, they say. How do you do something that you hate? If you approach learning as I want to improve every single day, I want to become the best version of myself, and I want to do something I have not done before. Learning is not about doing something that you have done in your life or something that you like. Learning is about doing something that you do not like. It is about building that step every single day and perceiving it in a different way. When you want to learn something, you perceive it in a different way. Let me tell you about my second friend, Bon. Let me tell you something about Bon. Bon was a freshman. He entered his high school era. It's tough when you first enter your high school era. Not many people know what to do, how to be successful. They say high school is super important, but how? So Bon joined 3 sports. He even sang. Bon was a true gentleman. He had friends, and he even... There's one thing Bon struggled with every single day. He went home and cried every single day because he did not want to do work. Why am I doing this? Why am I going through this? Why am I putting myself through this when I cannot give my 100% into everything that I do every single day? Bon lacked a system. He was not consistent every single day. He could not improve every single day because he was not having a system, something that he could follow when he has no motivation. Quality is not an act, it is a habit, Aristotle. It's not something that you do once, it's something that you do every single day. But what if you don't want to do it? If you approach it with a mindset of you want to learn, you will be able to do it every single day. And a person that wants to do it every single day becomes 3,700 times better than they were at the beginning of the year. Of course, improvement is not tangible. But the idea of improving every single day is something that I'm trying to tell you guys about. Mr. Kramer, you showed me this graph. It shows the exponential growth of a person improving every single day. There is one thing I want you to look at in this graph. The hardest part is starting. You don't see the growth at first, but once you start growing and pushing yourself every single day, You will see the growth. But there's the same thing about that exponential decay. Once you start becoming 1% worse every single day, you'll become stagnant. You will not have fun. You will not learn. You will not become the best version of yourself if you don't improve every single day, if you don't have a system. That is why building a system and building good habits is so important. But how is one supposed to build good habits? That is for you to decide. How am I being the most productive person I could be every single day? You have to improve your system every single day, implementing it into activities and things that you do into your life. Let me tell you about my third friend, Juan. Juan was a 13-year-old. He became a teenager. Juan wanted to learn how to bake, and he also wanted to learn how to cook. So one Christmas day, he wanted to make a cake for his family. How considerate of Juan. He took out all the required supplies that he needed. He took out the bowl, put the cake mix in the bowl. He got the blender to put it, to mix it even faster. He plugged the blender into the power socket, and then he turned the speed of the blender up. It spun faster and faster. He put his finger in the blender to stop the spinning. Oh, why, Juan? Why are you doing this? These words never came to his brain. He just did it. But after he put his finger in the blender, he asked himself, what did I just do? That was the last time Juan saw his finger in one piece. It was in two pieces. There's one thing that Juan lacked. It was connectivity. Being a child is tough, man. When you're not improving every single day, you have nothing to connect your life to. This is why being a child is tough. Everyone just has to experience everything. This is why children have to experience so much, because when they're older, they'll be able to connect certain things into their life. Although learning through wisdom may be faster, learning through your experiences is a lot more cherishable. Yeah, someone could have told Juan, don't put your finger in a blender. But who would listen? Let's be honest, no one will listen. If you want to try something, you're going to go try it. He experienced it the hard way. He learned it the hard way. John Bon Juan. They lacked perception, a system, and connectivity. To be frank with you guys, I am John Bon Juan. I did put my finger in a blender. I lacked the system. I lacked perception. I did not understand that life is how you see it. I did not understand that if I have the aspect of learning every single day, I'll become the best version of myself. If I build a system to help myself learn every single day, I can learn. And then I can connect different aspects throughout my life. For example, this could be basketball and singing. Basketball, coding, anything that you do in your life. It would be connected if you have the aspect of learning. How you make your mistakes and how you perceive them is also super important. You can either approach it with the, oh, I just made a mistake, bro. Or you can approach, I just made a mistake. I'm not saying that making mistakes is fun, but the experience and the experience you gain out of it is learning, and that is what is fun. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than he who conquers his enemies. For the greatest battle, victory is over self. Every time a person says, oh, mendokusai, yakilakunai, or when a person says, I have no motivation to do something, that inner battle that a person has within is greater than any reward that a person will get. Any enemy that they beat in a battle, any reward will not be as rewarding as pushing through that experience or non-motivated time that you have. It helps a person grow every single day to the person they are today. Life is about how you perceive it and a system that you build, connecting it to different ideas. Thank you, everyone. John Bon and Juan.